Crazy news. If you're watching this on my YouTube, it is 2 p.m. in Korea on the 6th of December. I woke up like 2 hours ago. The news says that Twitch is leaving Korea. So I've been scrambling to figure out what is going on. What does this mean for me, obviously, for the industry, for esports? I got an email, basically, which was in Korean, by the way, but telling me that they were pulling out, that they're not going to have Korean offices here. And I basically thought, okay, I'm fucked. I might have to, pack it up and, I don't know, go somewhere else. I wanted to stream during these hours. Do I have to go to Japan or something and try to stream? I was using the stream to basically supplement most of my income until Stormgate and Zero Space and these other games came out. As you guys know, GSL has been dramatically reduced in size and scope. I'm not doing many overseas events now, so I was really worried. Let me just real quickly read. This is from the CEO of Twitch. It says, this morning I shared with our community in Korea that we've made the difficult decision to shut down Twitch business in Korea on February 27th of 2024, so next year. We understand that this is extremely disappointing news, and we want to explain why we made this decision and how we are planning to support those impacted. Ultimately, the cost to operate Twitch in Korea is prohibitively expensive, and we have spent significant effort working to reduce these costs so that we could find a way for the Twitch business to remain in Korea. First, we experimented with peer-to-peer model for source quality. Then we adjusted source quality to a maximum of 7020p. So I don't know if you guys remember this. This is true. If you were in Korea trying to watch Twitch streams, you couldn't get the highest level quality. You had to be on 720. Which honestly wasn't a big deal. I would just use a VPN when I'd watch Twitch. I use a VPN normally when I browse the internet. While we have lowered costs from these efforts, our network fees in Korea are still 10 times more expensive than in most other countries. Twitch has been operating in Korea at a significant loss, and unfortunately there is no pathway forward for our business to run more sustainably in that country. That is correct. There were no clips and VODs in Korea as well. This is true. Hold on, my cat just jumped off the desk. Go over there. Okay. This is true. It's a bit of a racket. People can be mad at Twitch, but the reality is that the three major Korean ISP providers, so the internet providers, are charging an absurd amount of money to foreign streaming platforms. So that counts your Netflix, your Twitch, things like that, and they're effectively making it impossible for these streaming platforms to be competitive and profitable when compared to the Korean ones. This is on the brink of Naver, which, if you don't know Naver, it means you probably don't live in Korea, but Naver is basically like a Google or a Yahoo of Korea. They're launching their own streaming platform. I don't know if they're in cahoots or not with the Korean streaming platforms, but yeah, I mean, this is a big deal. Basically, the Korea's uniquely as a country charging these providers a lot more money than they would, I think, other Korean companies. To all of our global communities, we want to make it clear that this is a unique situation. Operating costs in Korea are significantly higher than they are in other countries. We have been open to this challenge for some time. Twitch streamers in Korea have devoted significant time and effort into building their communities, and we plan to help these communities find new homes, even if it's regrettably not on Twitch. We will work to help Twitch streamers in Korea move their communities to alternative live streaming services in Korea. We are also reaching out to several of these services to help with the transition, and will communicate with impacted streamers as those discussions progress. Apparently, this does not affect me, as I was finding out in the hours of this morning. I am a U.S.-partnered Twitch streamer, which is a huge relief. I knew a lot of the guys that founded Twitch. I got partnered way early, basically right when partnership came out. I can stream on the Japanese servers, and I think it's fine. But what this also means is that if you're a Korean streamer, a Korean person who's in Korea, you're fucked. Because you're not going to be able to make money. There's no Korean offices. You can't get subs. You can't get bits. I mean, this is major news. I don't know how many people that are going to watch, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on YouTube, realize that most streamers really don't make that much money on Twitch. Most of the people that do it full time are making, minimum wage, a little bit more than minimum wage. The biggest streamers in the world are millionaires. They do extremely well. They could stream for just a few years and probably never have to work again if they didn't want to. It's a little bit like acting or Broadway. Esports is like this as well, right? Like there's lots of pro players that are barely getting by, but then there's a couple right at the top who are doing extremely well. So there's a massive disparity here. But I don't know what's going to happen to all these people that stream on Twitch. Twitch has a massive market share of the streaming space for gaming. So, you have people that have been streaming 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, have been getting by, have been living their dream, but they will have to start over unless this is reversed. So, as of the news that I've watched, me and my girlfriend basically woke up panicking and been watching other Korean streamers react to this. People are freaking out. This is really big news. And I feel like we're just in the start of this news cycle. I don't know if this is one big company playing a hand to see what the next company is going to do. Message boards are blowing up about this. People are not happy. Look, although Korea has big streaming platforms like Africa TV, just like China has their own big streaming platforms, at this point in time, and maybe you're already familiar with this with following the YouTube Twitch drama, there were people that were going to be YouTube exclusive or Facebook exclusive, or people were only Twitch exclusive, and where do you want to be? And the answer to that question, if you're a streamer, is always, I want to be on as many platforms as possible. So the best news that happened this year was that Twitch lifted the streaming embargo and has basically liberated all streamers to, you can go stream on Twitch, you can stream on YouTube, you can stream on TikTok, Kick, Africa TV. But if you build up an audience on any one of these platforms, which a ton of Korean streamers have done, that is a massive loss in viewership, a massive loss in revenue. By the way, if you're a big streamer, a lot of your revenue is coming in not really from subs, but from being sponsored to play certain games or advertise certain products. So this is big. I don't know what the Korean ISP providers are going to do. I do feel like it's a bit of a racket. I don't think it's fair to charge this company that much. And I think, for these people that are making a living, there's going to be a lot of pushback for it. So I'm okay. Thank God. I was literally trying to figure out like an hour ago, do I have to leave the country now? I'm not casting as much out here, but it seems like it's going to be okay for me and for the few other foreign streamers that are out here. For instance, Last Shadow, who used to be a big StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2 guy, now does League of Legends. I was talking to him this morning. He seems okay. I would guess people like Jake and Bake or Andy Milanakis, who do those live streams in places like Korea, should be okay. But yeah, wild stuff. I think there's going to be more stories to come. There may be another video I make in a day or two. We'll see how things respond or change. But for now, big blow to, ironically, although Twitch is a foreign company, big blow to Korean streamers using Twitch in Korea. And foreigners are somehow okay, unless I find out otherwise. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is a Never Lucky shirt. Dungeons & Dragons die. Very fitting for many streamers here today. You can get that at tastelessthreads.com. Yeah, and you can always join me on Twitch while I can still stream there at Tasteless TV. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are, and I hope to see you in a future video. Bye-bye.